pick it up. I just watched.
Oh yeah, he just picked that right up. Alrighty guys, what is going on, and welcome to this episode of FishNevada. Alright, I got to the cooling ponds today. My first video idea was unfortunately blown out, and I mean that literally. The wind picked up out of nowhere. It's 8:30 in the morning and the wind is blowing 10 already out of the northeast, which is almost an unheard of direction for us. So it's literally blowing into my face. Even though I tried to account for the wind, I knew it was going to be a little breezy today. I didn't think it was going to be this early, and I definitely didn't think it was going to be out of the northeast. That makes absolutely no sense for our normal weather patterns. So I thought to myself, well heck, I'll just come to the other side of the lake now that it's warmer and I'll have the wind at my back. Would have made sense for my other video. Anyways, it didn't happen. So I have another idea. Luckily with this wind, it's not so bad that I can't fish with some normal gear. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit of story about my background. So I have been fishing since I can remember. I took a little break when I first moved to Nevada. I fished for trout for a little bit, and then I kind of got bored of that and sort of didn't fish for a couple years. And then when I was maybe 16-ish, so I probably took like 2 to 3 years off of fishing. And when I was 16, I thought, well, I really miss fishing. I'd like to get back into it. I was putting a rod and a reel together, and these were ones that I'd had from when I was a kid, and they were like saltwater reels because we used to fish on the coast a lot, and they were all junked up. I mean, just horrible. So I tried to fish with those a little bit, and I just couldn't get it to work. So I thought, okay, well, maybe it's time to get something new, right? So I asked my dad at the time. I was pretty young. I asked my dad, and I said, hey, you know, I want to get back into fishing. I'll pay for my license. Can you know, help me go shop for a rod and a reel? So he actually ended up buying me a combo. And what we ended up with was the Cabelas, what do they call this here? The Fish Eagle 2. So I don't know how much this rod was. I can't remember. I know it was kind of pricey. Thinking it was a pretty good rod at the time. Anyway, this is a 6.6 medium. Yeah, 6.6 medium. It doesn't have an action type on it, but it would equate to a medium, and it's actually kind of a fast speed. So this actually was a pretty good rod back in the day. It's still probably a good rod. Anyway, I've got that paired with a Shimano Sahara series reel, and I think this is a 2500. Yep, 2500 size reel. Anyway, so I just got that wacky rigged right now with a little finesse worm. When I started fishing, well, when I started really seriously bass fishing, right, I went out and I bought what I thought was a pretty good reel. I think it was like $100, I want to say. And I bought what rod felt good to me at the time. I didn't really know what I was looking for. And I think I spent maybe 140 or like $40 on the rod. So maybe $150 total in my combo for my first bait caster. This is my first bait caster combo. It is a Lews Laser Pro, the speed spool, which is like their lower midline up. Laser Pro, left-handed. I was always fishing lefty on casting gear. So anyway, I got this spooled up, 30-pound braid with a 15-pound fluoro leader, and I'm just going to keep it simple today. For now, I'm just going to run a weightless Senko. We'll see how this works because it is breezy. I may have to switch to a bottom bait or something with a little more weight behind it, something I can play into the wind with, but for now it's not so breezy that I don't think I can get away with this. We'll find out. Anyway, I've got that reel on a Shakespear agility rod. This is a 7-foot medium action, and I think you could call this a fast tip. This actually was a decent rod. This rod went to Florida with me. So for those of you who have been around for a very long time and seen those Florida videos way back in the day, I caught my 2 PBs in a row back then on this rod. So it's actually seen some stuff. This rod's been around a long time. Currently I really just use this to put reels on to string line, so I'm sure my first eyelet is just absolutely destroyed, but honestly it's still a plenty good rod. So anyways, that's the rods and reels that I'm using today. I'm hoping to catch one on my first combo and my first bait caster combo. Alright, I'm gonna start off with the spinning combo, just because this was truly what I would consider my first rod and reel. That wasn't like a Zebco or something, you know, my first actual combo that I fished with. Now right off the rip, this freaking reel handle, or this handle in general, I don't know who thought it was a good idea to run short handles, but my goodness, what were you thinking? Wow, this thing's worn, really worn out. Like I said, I've had this for so long. Look at the handle movement. And I can't tighten it anymore, so those worms look amazing on a wacky rig. Let's see if I can get this thing down a little ways before this wind kicks back up again. By the way, it is still May, so I brought the bump board because I am still in the Strike King Big Bass tournament, and so far my smallest fish is 17 inches. I have, I think, 4 17 inchers that I need to cull, so I start upsizing. I'm actually sitting pretty well. I'm still in top 10 in the tournament right now for the entire West region. And I literally got that the first day. I was actually in first for like the first 5 days. Gotcha. This one ain't gonna size me up, but it's a fish nonetheless. Flip them up here. Alright. Heck yeah. Little guy. Took the old wacky worm though. There we go. Little chunkster. Maybe tiny, but looks like that one's about to find a friend. Okay, go ahead and toss him back. Right back down. Sweet. First one on the old rod. I got blown off of that lake when I first started filming this, but what it comes down to is testing out whether or not old gear. So my very first, I mean, like, this one's like literally my first rod and reel combo, and this is my first bait caster combo. I wanted to know, do they still stand up against modern gear? I don't use those anymore, right? I'm a gear whore. I bought all new stuff over the years, and lots of it, so I don't use that stuff anymore. And I wanted to know, is it still good? Does it still function? I've caught lots and lots of fish on those rods and reels because that was the only ones I had for a long time. I don't know, you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to find out. Gonna be a good episode. You're gonna enjoy it, I promise you that. And thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to click that button at the very end of the video, or look right down below. Click the subscribe button for more content just like this. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good day. We are going to try a new spot. So I'm going to start out with this little crawl here. I'm continuing on with the old gear video. So first bait caster combo. When I was out fishing the other day, it got ridiculous with the wind. Absurd. So I did not finish that video, but I would like to right now. gonna be just a pounder or so. Quick pick and found a spot. He went running way off with that guy. Got him. Watched him just pick that thing up. I'm following him now. I don't think he wants it to follow. Okay, come here. Come here, buddy. There we go. Alright. I don't think he's going to help me necessarily with my length requirements or anything of that nature, but that is still a very nice fish. I don't think he's going to be a 3 either, so I'm not even going to weigh him. I'm just going to pop that bad boy out. Take a look at him. Yeah, he's probably only 1.5 or 2. And we're right over where he was. So I'm just going to give him a little toss back. Let him rock and roll. Oh, I didn't even see him pick it up. I just watched my line was running. This is a nice one. This may go 3. Yeah, he's probably gonna go 3. We'll be close. So, oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna go 3 all day. Oh yeah. I think so. Absolutely. That is a nice fish. Whew, that hook just fell out in the net too. That's a good one right there. Take a look at that bad boy. Yeah, we'll throw him on the scale for sure, because I think that one easily go 3. And maybe potentially even help my bump board. Alright, what we got? 306. That is gonna stand. Okay, I'm gonna throw him on the board real quick. Bump board. It's gonna be 17.25, which is fine. That's actually gonna help me by a 1/4 inch. That gives me 1 extra 1/4 inch. That's so awesome. I'm gonna get him back. So he can go right back to whatever he was doing. Straight down. Yes. Oh, that makes me so happy. I can see another spot where a bed was. Ooh, that looks like a gangster bed right there. I don't think that was... I think that was a old human-made little ring. Like a fire pit ring or something. And oh, I see a little tiny guy. Can't tell where he's actually like holding to though. This thing is skittish. Well, it really seems more tied to this thing over here. Let's see if the old Daddy Netty will give him a rile up. No, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be, I don't think he's catchable. Oh, that spooked the crap out of him. Okay, he's nosing in on it. Boom, he just, oh man, he's like just barely touching it. There's a bunch right here, so he really is getting pretty angry about it. Okay, I'm right here in the middle of his bed again. Man, he is just chasing fish off like crazy right now. There's a rival over here. I think I'm kind of on top of him. Let's see if we can just catch this one right below my feet. That one actually came off the bed to swim after it. Oh yeah, he just picked that right up. Not even a question. That's not a big fish by any means, but still cool. Hard to go wrong with the Ned. My goodness, they fight. Come here, come here, come here. Yeah, that's just a little guy, 1 pounder. Little male. Look at that. Alright, let's let this guy go real quick. My camera's gonna overheat again otherwise. Oh buddy, the old Rattlin Ned. Hard to go wrong with that guy. Alright, let's see here. Wow, spooked him like crazy. He definitely gets a little sketched out. Let me see if I can just swing it way past him. So it definitely worked bringing it from way back. Maybe he'll eat a netty. Guess we'll find out. Indeed he will. Oh man, I just love these fish so much. They fight so freaking hard. Not a bad one. Certainly no 3, but probably go 2 nonetheless. Stuck him right in the roof of the mouth. Look at that. think I'm gonna bump board him or anything. There we go. Been caught already. So it's actually a good thing. I like to see that they have been caught, because it means they've survived it and people are taking care of their fish. So, quick picture, and I'm literally right above where I caught him now. So actually, no, it's right there. He had a really great bed, so I'm gonna make sure he ends up back in there actually. Okay, it's right there, so I'm back for him. So far, this really hasn't been a bad day at all. They're a little skittish to bite right now. I don't know if that's just because people are starting to catch them or what, but it's definitely been slightly challenging to really get them to commit to stuff, but it could just be the time of day too. I mean, it's 11 o'clock, so what I need to do is put a Ned on my old rod. Since that bite's kind of slowed a little bit, I think I am going to switch that to a Ned, my old one. Been running these little goby baits. I think I got them in a mystery tackle box or something, but they're freaking little tiny swim baits, but they work amazing as Ned rigs. Amazing. I really dislike these short handles on these things, but I guess it really doesn't matter for this short range stuff. There's supposed to be some thunderstorms this afternoon, which is actually my favorite weather in the world. Do I want to fish in it? Probably not, but do I just love a good thunderstorm? Absolutely. So there she is, the old OG reel and rod. Got some pretty small fish here. There we go. Get him out of the net here. Again, he's not going to do anything from my length or weight tournaments, but it will make me happy. There we go. Get that bait out, and just a little 1 pounder probably. Lots of smaller ones today. Alrighty guys, well there's that fish. Like I said, probably about a 1 pounder, nothing too impressive, but nice looking fish. Tail's all beat up, so definitely doing what he's doing. We're gonna go ahead and kick him back. He's right here anyways. And he swam right down. Yes! Oh, goodness me. Get around these bushes real quick and start over here on the point. In typical GoPro fashion, my camera overheated several times and then it just stopped taking a charge, and yeah, that was fun. So anyway, in the meantime, I did actually catch a couple fish, but I couldn't get them on camera because both of my GoPros are down right now. So I didn't think it was going to be that hot today, but apparently it is. This guy, he's not really wanting to play this, but I'd be willing to bet he'll eat this thing. He's big on Ned today. Done that a few times today. I keep doing it. Got it that time. Oh, he's got one chasing him. They get so crazy with each other. Feisty. Size category is definitely down for the day, but numbers are still good. Still catching decent fish. I mean, they're not bad by any means. Not unhappy with him at all. He came from literally right here, so he goes. My little bait here got pretty chewed up, I would say. So I'm going to switch that guy. We will try the very last shimmer shad. These guys make an awesome drop shot bait, but they also make a really good Ned rig. This is the kind of bait that I may go and buy again if I can get it. Hey, Magical Steve.
Hey, Magical Brad. I just said I'll let you catch some fish. We'll talk here soon.
Alright, man.
Alright, man. Bye.
Bye. Okay, there's one right here. See if I can get him to eat on this shimmer shad. There's a few pretty close by here. He's a little bit disinterested in the Ned. I'm gonna try this real quick. Whoa, freaking train wreck we got going on here. That's worthwhile. This is a nice fish in here. I'm hoping. Oh yeah, he sees it. He's coming up and nosing on it, but he's not committing really. It's just. Got him that time. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Ooh, that's going to be a 3 and then some. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, come on. Barely hooked. Look at the belly on that thing. Wow. The belly on that sucker is massive. Alright, what we got going on here? Come here, mama. Holy smokes, dude. She's short though. Short and fat. Right through the top of the mouth. Took a minute to work her, but man, am I glad I did. Alright. Let me stick her on the scale. There it is, 315, 319, holy smokes. Literally 16 and a half, not even 17 inch. And that's one of the biggest I've caught here. That's crazy. Anyway, her bed is right underneath us, so I'm definitely gonna get her back. She is full of eggs. Down she went. Heck yeah. That was awesome. That one took some work for sure. Alright. My bait, which has been on for quite a while now, is finally ripping through the nose. So I'm going to switch up, and as I do, I'm actually going to change my color here a little bit. Just because I would like to, I want to see if there's a different color that seems to be working better or pissing them off or whatever. So it is warm today. Warm. Alright. Re-rigged, black and blue. A staple of smallie fishing. As I immediately get it stuck in the rocks. Bait loose. So the old GoPros are overheating already. 70 something degrees out. Tell me how that happens. An action camera. Looks like those thunderstorms are finally working their way in. I'm gonna push it to fish until I can't. Oh, it broke off. Dang. I freaking never break off. This is where spot lock would be freaking magic. Yeah, hurry. Time. Of course, I was right on top of the freaking thing. I believe I freaking broke that thing off. Never break off. Find that little thing again. I'm hoping he actually will bite again, because I'd love to get my rig back. The real question, I don't see my old one, so I'm gonna guess he spit it. Give him back. The old Deadly Nedley. Alright, we'll find us a different spot here. I'm gonna have to watch my back a little bit here. This storm is really starting to roll in, so I'm sure it's not going to be too long before this thing starts getting kind of nasty. But we've had a heck of a day. Caught lots and lots of fish. Nothing real crazy size-wise, but a couple of threes, I guess. That's pretty good. 2 trophies today. Sure wish I had one of those shallow water anchors right about now. I know they're here, but because of the wind now, I'm gonna have to keep moving quick, so. The problem is it's just, the visibility is so shallow right now that there's such a limited time to hit them. They're either gonna hit or not. Like, there's no working them on this side. Yep, like that. Let's see the blood on him. Oh. Ouch. Come on, buddy. Oh, I caught him in the tongue. He's... Okay, you're gonna be dramatic about this, ain't you? This actually really isn't a bad catch or a horribly bad hook, but there it goes. Okay, they just bleed a lot. Get his bearings real quick. He just swam right down, so yeah, it's a little funky how that happens sometimes, guys. If you didn't know, if you catch them in the tongue, they can be really bloody. But honestly, like, it's not deadly to them usually. Now, if you're keeping them out for a really long time, messing with them, maybe, but they're actually quite survivable. The ones you don't want are in the gills, so as long as you're not hitting them in the gills, you're doing good. Well, I just missed all of that. Anyways, as y'all can see, the weather is looking a little bit questionable. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull. It's already 2 o'clock. I had a fantastic day already. So we're gonna go ahead and pull, and I'll catch you guys back at the ramp. Alrighty guys, well, let's talk some shop real quick. The rods and reels of yesteryear, so it's going to be this guy and this guy, definitely have seen better days. But that being said, they still held up. We caught a ton of fish today, and on top of that, nothing really broke. I did have an issue with the bait caster. I wasn't expecting this, actually. I didn't even realize this was a problem, but it was back winding even when the bail was closed. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I do need to go back through it and probably do some fixes. But the flip side of that is I probably don't really plan on using it that much anymore, honestly. That was my first one. It's got thousands and thousands and thousands of casts. Lots of fish. The rods themselves, not bad at all. I thought they were actually pretty good. Both the reels seem like they have just seen better days. So that being said, I'm going to probably put those to bed. Did pretty dang well today, and couldn't be happier about that. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.